In this video, we're going to discuss setting up the PrimeNG version 18 theme in your project. What we need to do is first go over to the palette here, and we want to select a color. I'm going to go with sky, and in my case I want ripple turned on. What ripple does is when you click on a button, it will cause it to ripple. The next thing we do is we go over to the theme designer. That's the gear right here. So when I click on the gear, I get the theme designer. Now there's a defect here, not a major thing. There's a workaround, but I just want to show you what happens. So if I download the theme that I have currently, and I'm going to tell it to go to My Themes and replace that. I'm going to pull this up in my editor. Now in my editor, I'm going to collapse these. I want to show you what's going on. So back here we have primitive, somatic, and component. These two show up in the theme that I downloaded, but not this one. How do you get this to be included with what you download? Well, we're going to delete this first, get rid of it. Let's go back here. A little trick that I've learned is all I got to do is click on one of these other base themes and then click back. But look what it did with the color. I lost my color. Don't worry about it, because we have a way of getting around that. But this is how you fix the download. When we download now, we will get component. And I'm going to change this to sky, and I'm going to save that, and I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to put that in my application. So I'm going to paste it right here. Yep. So that goes down here. Now, a couple things we're going to have to change. Notice the error right here. This is another defect. It's a simple one. They just forgot to put quotes around it. Now I'm not complaining. I really like what they've done with PrimeNG. It's extremely complex, and the number of issues, they're not that many, it's just a few, and it's something that is manageable. So that should take care of that issue. There is another issue that I want to show you with this, and this is, it's not noticeable because what I'm talking about is on the menu, on the mega menu bar. So here's what I've got. This is my theme. See how I have this, the titles for the submenu? They have a gray background. Now watch what happens when I bring this in. And I'll demonstrate what the error is. We're going to go here, and we're going to change this. Oh, before we do that, we have to do an export. We have to change this. Sky Laura. I just realized I misspelled that. We'll take care of that. Go to the end. I don't need this because this app config has been put over here. So we're going to delete that. We're going to go here. Let's fix this. Rename. Okay, now it's correct. Now we're going to go here. Did I? Oh, I didn't export it. Let's clean up imports. So Skylora. So there's Skylora now. Now let's go to the web and see what it looks like. So if we go in here and we look at this, we're going to see another defect, and this is not noticeable because it's transparent, and looking at it you wouldn't expect anything to be there. So on this, if you remember, on my preferred one I have a gray background. This, there is no background. Now let's look over here. So there's a message, we're looking for mega menu. Here's mega menu. And looky here. Here's something undefined. Let's go back into the code. And I'll explain why that's undefined. So if we go back here in the code, it's going to be on this one. And this is Skylora. So that right there is not the right thing. What PrimeNG wants us to do, wherever we modify this, we put extend in there. What that does is it makes it very visible that you made a change here. So I'm going to comment that, I'm going to come here and I'm going to remove that period. Skylora now. That's the only one like it. All right. Let's go back to the web. And let's look at, let's inspect. Looking for mega menu. And here's the one that we commented out. It's X'd out. And here's the background. Here's the one that we put in. Now, it's not the color we want, but we're going to fix that here. Let's go back into the code. Now, before I do anything, I want to copy sky. So we're going to copy the preset for sky. And we're going to go down into the semantic, and we're going to replace the primary, which is a green. We're going to replace that with sky. All right, now we're done with that. Let's do a compare with cyan Laura and sky Laura. The only difference should be the primary color and any of the changes that I did in cyan Laura. So we're going to do compare files, and we can get rid of, that was the imports that we're not using. So focus ring, that we don't care about. What I'm looking for is the extend component, because these, quite interesting, they're both LoRa. I didn't expect this many changes. I expected them to be very close. I don't think I got the right one. Let's just go with this for now. So here's an extend. I only need this part. Okay, let's go look at the next one. Now here's the transparent color on the submenu label. This will adjust that. So here's another extend. And here's the last one, which I've already taken care of. Okay, we're going to save that. We're going to go back to the web. And we can just switch the camera back down there. So if we go here, we have the color, the background color that we're looking for. For some reason, I don't have the space in there I was expecting. So something somewhere I missed. So these are some of the things you're going to have to look through. But I'm not having to look at any SAS or CSS. I'm doing it all in the theme file. And the theme file goes through a generator that automatically creates the CSS for the DOM. And so that is pretty powerful. If we go look at the color palette, primary, that's the sky, 5E9, 5E9. Now this color palette, I created this using information from here. So I was able to get the palette. So I pass in the palette name, and I got an object array of the palette colors. And those palette colors 50 to 950 automatically. So if I go in and I change one of these, it'll automatically adjust this. So the number 500 matches this. So your seed number is always going to be the 500 shade. So let me reset that. So that's how that works. And when you get down to your, I think it's slate and stone, based on your light dark theme, that is where your tones are going to change on the material side of things. So this is pretty cool. I hope you've learned from this. I'm going to cover more detail on how to style some of the things, and you can still do CSS in SAS. That's still permissible, and I will try to show some of that. But I hope this video helps. Please like and subscribe, and I will continue making more videos. Thank you.